Today we're going to be comparing and contrasting plant and animal cells. First of all, can you imagine a tree falling on the tent? Or a tree falling on the house? If you had to be in one of those, which would you prefer to be in? Of course, you would want to be in the house because you're more protected. If the tree were to fall on the tent and you were in there, you could really suffer a lot of damage and a lot of physical injury, correct? So what is it about the house that is different than the tent? It is the structure of it, isn't it? It's the walls. Well, today we're going to be talking about plant and animal cells. And one of the things we're going to be looking at is what is the cells encased in? What is around them? What protects them? So our EQ for today, what are some similarities and differences between plant and animal cells? I would like for you to begin by reading the article in Buzzle, Plant Cell versus Animal Cell. You're going to read about the differences and the similarities, and I'd also like for you to pay attention to the charts and things like that. You're going to make notes of the plant cell and animal cell in the form of a T-chart on page 46 of your science notebooks. So again, on page 46, what I think I know about, and then draw a T-chart on page 46 of your notes. You're going to fill in everything you know about the plant cells, everything you know about the animal cells. Now, let's compare. I want you to compare with a small group when I give you the word to share with one another what you came up with. As far as what do you have? What information did you find on plant cells and what information did you find on animal cells? Do you agree with the group's findings? And can you add to their findings? And can you borrow information to build up yours? So let's take a few minutes and let's do that. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to compare and contrast the plant cell and animal cell using a Venn diagram. Now, you're very likely to see this again as a essay question on your next test. So take the time and put in the effort to do it well and do it correctly so that it will be a very good study guide for you as well later. It is essential for students to know that even though all living organisms are made of cells that contain similar structures, there are differences between the structures of the cell of the plants and the animals. Structures that are common to plant and animal cells are the cell membrane, the nucleus, the mitochondria, and the vacuoles. Structures that are specific to plants are the cell wall and the chloroplast. The major structural differences between a plant and animal cell include plant cells have a cell wall, but animal cells do not. Cell walls provide support and give shape to the plants. And plant cells have chloroplasts, but animal cells do not. The chloroplasts enable plants to perform photosynthesis to make food. Plant cells usually have one or more large vacuoles, while animal cells have smaller vacuoles, if any are present. Large vacuoles help provide shape and allow the plant to store water and food for future use. And the storage function plays a lesser role in animal cells, therefore the vacuoles are smaller. This concludes our lesson today. Now what I would like for you to do before you leave the classroom is I want you to think about the differences between plants and animal cells. And write a 3-2-1. 3 things that you think are 3 organelles that you feel are very important to the animal cells, 2 organelles that are specifically important to the plant cells, and one thing that you learned today that you did not know prior.